be showing you how to use the star single half square triangle paper. And it's very, very simple. We love using this technique to make our half square triangles. And I'm also going to be demoing how to make the potato chip star block from the book. So you're going to need a dark and a light square. On the paper, it's going to tell you what size to cut it out. We just add a 1/2 inch just because we don't want to be fussy about lining our fabric up and our paper up. You're going to put the fabrics right side together. You'll put the paper in the center. This is a small piece of paper. If it's a larger than a 1.5, I usually put a pin in the center to keep it straight. And it's very simple to do this. You're going to shorten your stitch length on your machine. I have a Bernina, so I shorten it to about a 1.5. And then you're going to put your needle in the needle down position if you have that on your machine. And you're going to start with number 1. And all of your dashed lines are marked 1 through 8. And you're going to basically sew on the dashed lines, cut on the solid lines. So we're going to start here, and you will sew all the way to 1. And when you get here with your needle in the needle down position, you'll then pivot this. Then you'll sew 2, you'll stop and pivot 3 until you go all the way to 8, and then you sew right off the edge of the paper. And when you finish, it'll look like this. You've got all your lines sewn, and then you're going to start by cutting the solid lines. The first line I'm going to cut is this outside line, because the outside lines are a solid line. And you're going to line this up, and you're going to cut. Then you're going to cut the lines down the center. If you've got a rotating mat, it's always nice to have. Line that back up. Cut this. And then I like to do it fast and easy, so I line these up kind of like they're going in the same direction, like a little railroad track there, and I stack them, because this line is not as important as the last lines you cut, because this is your seam allowance, so it doesn't have to be perfectly cut in there. So I'm going to cut that, and then the paper has a number. You put your thumbnail in the seam allowance across the number, and you just rip right up. Easy to come off. You're going to take these, press them to the dark, and once you press them to the dark, you're going to trim your little tails off there. Okay? So when those are done, you will have 8 half square triangles that look like this, and they're perfectly the right size. They're 1.5 inches at this point, and they'll finish at 1 inch. So you're going to sew these together in what we call our little faux flying geese. Once you sew all 8 together, you'll then have the pieces that you need to make your potato chip star. You'll need a 2.5 inch square in the center, 4 1.5 inch squares in the corner, and when you piece it together, you'll have a little block that's similar to this. And if you'll notice, in this one we have the corners the same, and this one they're different. It really doesn't matter. They don't even have to be a light color or cream color for the background. You can make them with a color and just something darker there. And then if you really get brave, or if you lose some of your half square triangles, you can mix it up and make it a little scrappy. And this is how you make your potato chip star blocks for the potato chip star quilt.